guys with their nails done.
Before we get to see some explosive new meta, I would like to share something really interesting. The most recent update did not just bring a new explosive meta, but also changes that takes immortality into new heights. Recently, I have shown how insane damage reduction mods when paired with Titania. It just makes your fairy queen immortal, not taking any damage, and completely ignoring everything that's thrown to her. But, if you think that damage reduction mods on flight are the only ones who can make your frame obtain god mode, then you are wrong. Honestly, I don't know how long will Titania being immortal last, but I'm 100% sure that this synergy will do. It's still a synergy that can make your frame undying, but the difference is, damage reduction mods are not the highlights of this synergy. Instead, we will be exploiting the effectiveness of the recent status change, and shield gating. Before we proceed with the synergy, let's try to understand first is shield gating, and what has changed with the status system in the game. So basically, shield gating is the mechanic of preventing an instance of lethal damage if you have shields active. Simply put, the goal is to reduce the number of one-shots you take when your shields are up, particularly for shield-based frames. When any shields are active, an incoming hit that depletes your last bit of shields will not continue into your health pool, and also triggers a brief time where your health is protected. Once that period is over, you can take health damage normally. Additionally, you will no longer take /status effect damage to your health while shields are up. So here's the too long didn't read version of that description. Shield gating makes you invulnerable for a very short period of time once your shields are down. This means that, if we have a way to effectively keep our shield up all the time, then our frames will be unkillable. Now let's move on to the status rework. I won't mention every nitty-gritty detail on this video, as I have prepared another video that explains all the status change, including the nerfs and buffs. However, I'm going to say this: the status reworks made viral stronger than ever, still the king, rest in peace gas, cold being interesting, and heat becoming strong, especially when paired with corrosive. For a more detailed guide, I suggest that you watch for the status video I will be releasing soon. If you are not subscribed to this channel, then this might be the right time to do so. But the biggest change in the status is now, it can go beyond 100%. This means that you can stack multiple elements if you have over 100% status change. And this also means that condition overload mod becomes even stronger. So what's my point then? My point is, there's a synergy right now that you can try, which lets you take advantage of shield gating and become immortal, for as long as you are proccing the right status. What's that synergy, squad leader? Well, if you are paying attention to your screen, then you already know what it is. I'm just making this video longer to get to 10 minutes. Sorry lads, that's how YouTube works. I'm just kidding. You all know how detailed I am in doing video guides, and I want you to know even the little details because I want you also to experiment on your own. But before you do so, let's finish up this synergy between Mirage and the Raptor Dark Dagger. Actually, Mirage is not the only Warframe that can do this synergy, since any frame can use this melee weapon. What the hell, squad leader? Why Raptor Dark Dagger? That's only used for stealth kill meta that was long gone since the covert lethality nerf. Well, it rises from the ashes. This dagger has many interesting features. The most interesting one is its ability to restore shields when you are hitting an enemy inflicted with radiation damage. Since this dagger has innate radiation, it is safe to say that we can keep restoring shields when we are hitting a target. With constant shield and overshield, we can expect that we won't die, since we can take advantage also of the new mechanic, shield gating. Not to mention that it can also restore energy when we equip the Gleaming Blight augment on this weapon. How about its damage? Does it hit hard when used with a fast attack build? With the condition overload build, it can literally melt enemies in seconds. Take note, this is just the unbuffed version. What more if I activate Mirage third ability? The key here is equipping the right mods for the Raptor Dark Dagger. And in my opinion, these are the best mods that you can equip for this synergy. These 3 dual status mods, along with Gleaming Blight, will give our Raptor Dark Dagger over 100% status chance. By the way, I like to run a viral and heat or corrosive and heat build on my Raptor Dark Dagger. Heat is just a personal preference, but I really like this element since it provides a reduction to armor and additional damage from the proc. I also have Blood Rush on this build for additional crit damage, and also to proc Berserker constantly. Primed Reach is a must, since we need to have the range to hit multiple enemies at once. And of course, Condition Overload for maximum damage. Taking a look at how many elements we can proc with our dagger, it's safe to say that a Condition Overload build will yield more damage compared to Primed Pressure Point. Now let's talk about Mirage. Like I've said, you can use Rakta Dark Dagger with any frames, but Mirage is special in my heart for this synergy. The best part about using it with Mirage is obviously the insane damage boost coming from her Eclipse ability. But what makes it worthwhile is her Hall of Mirrors, which will allow you to hit more targets. For the build, I have these mods working for this synergy. As you can see, it's all about maximum power, strength and duration, with some efficiency. My only focus here is to max out the potential of both Hall of Mirrors and Eclipse. In addition to these mods, I also have Primed Sure-Footed. Now this mod is very important for Mirage. One weakness of this synergy is knockdowns, and this primed mod will totally negate any knockdowns. Simply put it this way, it works like any anti-stagger abilities, like Nizza's Halo, Rhino's Iron Skin, or Ghost's Kinetic Plating. No knockdowns mean you can freely get close to enemies and kill them with your shield gating dagger. Other weaknesses of this synergy are enemies with toxin and heat damage, as these elements will directly damage your health. So, if it's best that you kill those enemies fast or provide something on your arsenal, like the Operator's Mega Salivate to restore your frame's health, or simply add a max out Arcanite and Arcane Resistance to make this synergy untouchable. So that's it, lads. That's how you make Mirage invincible. This is just the beginning of many more synergies I have discovered after the recent update, so stay tuned for more videos. Please give a like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Also, you can support me on Patreon if you love my work and want me to provide informative content like this. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.